Okay. We won the open-close set, and now we're playing the open set, which went really poorly for us in the first game. But I believe we made two hands. Yeah, I made a bit of a more dynamic hand. Now, he used the 8753 last time and the 3686. It gives good coverage of his 9-9 corner, though, if he sticks. The 3686s are hard for each other to take, but the 8753s are very easy for each other to take. That favors first turn. The 3686s favors second. I'm going to try the other hand. The first one didn't click. Plus wall combo elemental. Is that really the rule set here? Yeah. Jesus. What a mind screw. Elemental's just tough. Okay. So we were talking through Field Cup, and we'd introduced you to two of the characters. Dominant world champion Magnus Carlsen spent way too long complaining that he's overrated, but he's obviously amazing. And also, I used to not like him because he would just always grind boring endgames. But then I got a lot more boring, A. And B, so I started playing a little more like him. But B, he started varying up his style a lot more in really effective ways, and it was impressive. And I'm still a hater, he supports Real Madrid, what terrible taste. But, like, he plays very good and can play any which style. He also used to have really bad opening preparation and would beat people anyway. And I like opening preparation. It's the part you can really work on and practice and train, and I like having that kind of aspects to a game. It's something I'm quite good at doing, even if it's hard to apply to games like Triple Triad, but I like applying it to other games. Um, so, so yeah, then we have Hans Niemann, young up-and-coming American who I beat once at Bullet, and gives these weird interviews, spent $1,000 in 4 days at Uber Eats, and drops a lot of F-bombs in his interviews. Gives kind of insecure, douchey frat bro vibes. Our third character, Hikaru Nakamura, great player, popular streamer, peaked at number 2 in the world. He had an amazing, I think 2015, but I could be off a year or two. I think his peak rating might be like the start of 2016, but it's because he had an amazing 2015, and then 2016 he hits his peak and then drops off after. That kind of thing, where like clearly 2015 is the star year. The thing about Carlsen's reign is basically every year one other player plays about as well as he does. In 2015 it's Nakamura, in 2016 it's Wesley So, in 2018 it's Mamajarov, in 2019 it's Ding Liren. But it's like one person each year, and it's a different person, and maybe 2018 is probably Caruana. But each year it's a different year, and no person is capable of keeping it up. And he's just this level every year that is any other best players, by far the best year of their career. If they happen to have one amazing year, that's as good as like Carlsen's average year. And so his rating stays higher because his rating started higher. But if you look at just the performance within a year, kind of each year there's one player about as good as he is, which speaks to how dominant he's been. I mean, this isn't to take away from him. This is to say he has been really dominant top dog. But Nakamura had one of those years where he was the closest and then fell off. And fell off pretty aggressively, especially as COVID hit. He fell out of the top 10 for the first time in forever, fell to like 20th or 23rd or something, and really focused more on being a popular Twitch streamer. And Nakamura is the guy who kind of is going to spread YouTube type drama, right? He's going to spread Twitch drama, right? He's the one who, when something starts happening, oh, that's a +1. I forgot to check for stuff. Okay, Quetzalcoatl has a +1 in 1. That's a big deal. 8753 for either of us has a +1 in 2. We have a capture with 3686, but we do not have a capture in 6 given the +1 and -1. We're going to have to think about that. If we play 8753 in 5, then I think their 6548 has a lot of play. I'd really like to do that because it sets up some nice effects for me, but I'm not sure I should. Not sure I should. Might be too good for their 6548. taking things. I just want to take it. Could also go in 9, set up something in 6. We've seen him have difficulty dealing with adjacent corners, so forcing him to play against more of those could be a good strategy. I don't see what I want to put there, though. I don't see a way to do it that threatens anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. This is an annoying move. I don't want to play in 5. I want to play in 4. That's what I want. That's crazy. Why would I want that? Who knows? I don't. I think I'm going to play in 5. I really want him to like flip the card in 5 because I think the 6-5-4-8 can just eat me up if it's mine at the wrong moment. But I think I can work around that. I think I can work around that. Do I still have coverage of 8-7-5-3? I should, like Ifrit hits it really well. If 8-7-5-3 and 7, I mean. So we'll try it. Plus wall combo elemental. Plus wall combo. Gotta get it in. The first 3 games haven't, I'm just playing this a few minutes after the others ended. Game 1, I thought he had the advantage. I had first turn, but I didn't get pressure out of it. I thought he played it well, and I only got myself in trouble that game. Found a tie, and I think had a lot of ties, but had nothing that like could put any pressure on. He neutralized really comfortably. Played a good game. I think he handled my play really well. Was not able to give him problems out of the 3-5-1 move order. He played effectively the moves you're supposed to make. Game 2, we had a closed game. I had first turn, which is a big advantage. Really lucky that he didn't run FFX2 Yuna because I set it up well, but then he blocked the squares where it would play well, and actually on a square where it wasn't really set up could have crushed me. But he had Eiko instead. He had gone way more A8s than A9s. He had played one A9 in Arania. He used a curious hand. I'm not sure what to read from that. He used Arania and Luca that both are for the 9 corner. We saw him use 8-8-5-6 for 7 and Eiko for 1. So I assume the last card must have been good in 3. Decent chance it was an A9 corner, actually, because that would have never really had a moment to be played. So that seems very plausible, but I'm really not sure on that front. I'm going to have to rethink strategy for the closed game because I wrote down the rules wrong. And I should figure out what I want to run as a hand and how to be unpredictable about it. I ran the Yuna pair. Seemed appealing, but it is very predictable. And if the other person runs the Yuna pair and has first turn, oh, that's scary. That's really scary. Interestingly, neither of us ran any double numbers, which was also tricky. So I don't even know what I was saying. So yeah, game two, I think he outplayed me, but at the end it was a little scary for him because when he captures, if I have a combo, I win. But not that scary because there weren't that many cards for three that could combo there. And it seems like, given him calling me having Yuna, he's perfectly aware of the limited range of cards and is going to make good reads based on it, which I was hoping would be my advantage. So I think the first two games went his way. Slightly, not enough to win, but slightly. The third game, I wasn't sure of a response to his starter. I played an adjacent corner, and he played the knight setup, and I just grabbed safety, and it was really hard for him to find something to do. I just had slightly more combo potential everywhere, and he didn't have safety in reply. The elements landed on squares that were useful for me. And he ended up going for the I need to set up combos move, but he actually didn't have combos in one of the key squares, and I played around that square to force him to play there his last turn. So I ended up winning game three. So I lead 1-0, which is lovely. I also wanted to say, I think in the return, I'm really proud that I have beaten, I think, most of the other top players in tournaments. Now, fittingly, I only beat Delhi in close twice. He's the only one I did not beat in open. And Delhi is my toughest opponent, so, fitting. But I have knocked out Delhi, I've knocked out Seto, I've knocked out Akiyama twice. I think me and those three make up the big four. I've beaten Turds. I have not beaten Piggy. And I think those are fifth and sixth. Maybe Chickeny's in there if he's active. And then I've beaten Metis. I've beaten Tezuka. I haven't beaten Sir Smokes. I haven't beat Slash of Time. There's someone I'm missing who's in this conversation, I think. Okay, we should just focus. But if I can beat Piggy here, I will be very proud of myself because I will have beaten the main competitors. So this is a really curious move because this is the card I was afraid of, and it is his only card with any left. Power. Now, it gives him some squares for 8636. But how many combo squares does he have? He has a plus wall in 6, but it doesn't capture my card. He has a capture in 2, but it doesn't take anything extra. I'm really tempted to play 9, 6, 2, 8, and 8. That seems really powerful to me. I guess the worry is it can potentially give him... but there's no same. There's no same. So if I play 9, 6, 2, 8, and 8, and then 6, 1, 8, 7, and 6, his 8, 6, 3, 6 can't combo. His 2, 9, 9, 4 can. His 2, 9, 9, 4 can. All right, so I think the key line is 9, 6, 2, 8, and 8. I lead 6, 4. 8, 6, 3, 6, and 4. He captures 2 cards back. He leads 6, 4. 3, 6, 8, 6, and 1. I flip 2 cards back. I lead 6, 4. And I think he just loses. I think his remaining cards are kind of dead. And if I go in 8, it's really hard for him to go in 9. Like, he might have 9, but that is a hard move to play. Especially because he doesn't have the combo back in 2. Huh. And if he goes 2 himself, he could go 2 himself. Maybe he has to go 2. I'd probably take it with 4, 8, 7, 6, and 1. Maybe I go 4. Either way, I think that's good for me. I think that's good for me, because whatever he puts in 2 is weak to 3. That's really dangerous. That means he has to keep 2, 9, 9, 4 for last move if I go on the left, because 6, 1, 8, 7, and 6 kills him. And if he has to keep that, he can't capture very much. And I can just block 6 with any other card that isn't 3, 6, 8, 6. I need 3, 6, 8, 6 out of my hand. My last 2 cards can't be 6, 1, 8, 7, and 3, 6, 8, 6. 4, 8, 7, 6 has to be one of them. I feel like 9628 and 8 has to be good. Feel it in my bones. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But yeah, if I manage to beat Piggy, it'll have been like a nice little sweep of the players. I think are just all really incredible players. Again, sort of an exception for Delhi. Was not able to beat him in Open. Was not close, to be honest. Um, but it will be everyone else, and I'll be really proud of that if I can do it. So that's my dream. That's my dream. I really think he had to keep 6548 in his hand. Maybe he has a tie here. If he does, really well found. If he can hold this. He really wanted to go 2994 and 1 at some point because that elemental is so pretty. But it's probably never going to find a time there. You know, it's just very combo susceptible and doesn't set him up well. So I think this is really good for me. I also want to say, I think actually these rule sets were tricky for Piggy. He's really good at symmetricality, and same as his favorite rule. And this was a thing that both open playing sets didn't include same, which is his favorite rule to work with, the rule he builds hands most effectively around. I think this was a terrible, terrible rule set for Piggy because I think it fundamentally cut off all the synergies he wanted. And so, like, he tried to build synergies here, right? I shouldn't be speaking past tense. I don't know that it's over. But, like, 6548 and 7 was setting up 8636 and 4. He's trying to give some combo potential. But I think he gave up more of it because that card, A, is his only left power, and B, was his best card for 2 and 6. Now, you might think his best card for 6 is 8636, but I think it may still have been 6548. But what other card could he use? If he puts like 2994 and 7, he can't recapture that at all from 8. If he puts 8753 and 7, he's really locked into certain kind of ugly recaptures. It's probably better though. But maybe he thought if he does that and I play Ifrit in 8, he can capture and combo me from 9, but I combo back. And then he doesn't have anything in 2. And he doesn't have anything in 4. So maybe I played a good reply. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I often think when in doubt, if someone meets your corner starter in 5, just block one of the squares next to it, cut off a square they have more play in than you do. But I don't see a good way to do so. I have pretty good control of 2 and 6. Like, Quetzalcoatl in 6 was safe, but then I combo it from 2 anyway, and his recapture in 9 is 6548, which gives me 9628, maybe an 8 comboing back. Maybe his 8753 at the end. Maybe Quetzalcoatl in 6 was the way out. I'm not sure. But I do think this rule set is difficult for Piggy style. Like, it takes away his favorite rules. It's just always going to be a tough rule set for him. And yet, he, I think, pretty clearly outplayed me in game 1. So, either I'm wrong or even way out of his comfort zone. He is obviously still very strong. Okay, he goes 2. Now, he kept 2994 in his hand, which I think he has to do, but he has no downs. Oh. No, this is interesting. Maybe he found a way. Because he has a plus wall against 3, 6, 8, 6, and 4, which was kind of what I wanted to do. That's only a tie. Oh, maybe he found a way. I hope he didn't. But, Alright, let's just calculate things. 3, 6, 8, 6, and 4. He can play 2, 9, 9, 4, and 1. That captures 3 things. He goes up 7, 3. I play 6, 1, 8, 7, and 6. I capture 3 things back, 5, 2, and 3. I'm up 6, 4. He captures 1 thing at the end. We have a tie. Okay. If I go 4, 8, 7, 6, and 4, then he can play 8, 6, 3, 6, and 1. And I don't have captures, right? Or I can't play without putting an 8 facing down, so he gets the combo back with Quetzalcoatl. If I start with 6, 1, 8, 7, he can take with Quetzalcoatl and I lose. I've given up my combo card. All right, what if I start in 1? No, he has Quetzalcoatl for 9. No, I think he's done it. I think he's done it. Not pleased about this, but I am impressed. I don't think I have a win. Too good. Too good. Yeah. Didn't check too thoroughly enough, I guess. But also, that doesn't mean I had better. I think my move was still good pressure. Just doesn't mean he can't find a great move. I think I'm going to play 4, 8, 7, 6, and 4. Doesn't do anything, though. There's not a trick to it. I'd like to play a move with some kind of trick. I don't really think I have one. Let's just make sure it ties. 4, 8, 7, 6, and 4. If they play Quetzalcoatl in 1, I play in 9, I guess. I also do the combo, but it doesn't get me anywhere. Same thing. If they go in 6, then I'm happy I go in 1. If they go in 9, I go in 6, I'm happy. But either card in 1 should tie, because 8, 6, 3, 6, I can't go in 6 without walking into stuff. So I have to go 9. Ah, nicely played, Piggy. Alright, very well played by him. Saving, I thought, really difficult position, but makes it look easy. Very nicely played game by Piggy. Or very nicely played move. I think he was a little behind, but really neutralized it well. Very good move in 2. I suspect there were very few ties there. Like, tops 2. Good game. Good game. It's always frustrating to have an opponent that's all clever, you know? You just want them to fold and, like, pat you on the back as you advance. But he played this one really well. He's going to do it the 8-6-3-6 way. I think that is the more elegant of the options. And make sure not to walk into some plus. So we'll do it this way. 10, 11, 15, 19. We're good. Alrighty. Not bad. order this game was 3, 5, 7, 8, 2. It's really good. 4, 1, 9, 6. Alrighty, so that's a 3 ties, 1 win. Still have the closed set to work with. That might be it for now. We'll see. So I'm going to give it a sec before I end the recording. Look at this villains. New plan. Very exciting. And we can all agree Sachi is the villain. There's one villain. Alright, so we're going to continue on the weekend. And I will kill the video. So cheers. Hope you enjoyed the games. Oh, I had it missized. I'm so sorry. I hope everything was visible. I'm going to resize it now for next time. Because I switch between interviews and stuff, and it all takes different size. I should have resized at the start. Sorry, I hope it was all visible, and cheers.